Hi, today is the first week of me giving you a weekly market report to give you an idea of what's happening in and around Houston. I constantly get asked questions like, how's the market? Is the market slow? Is the market picking up? Is it a good time to buy a house? So I want to start going over those reports so that it can hopefully help you make a determination as to whether or not you're ready to buy. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, but before I do that, I want to let you know that I'm going to be covering 7 topics. The first topic has to do with new listings. Then we're going to cover pending listings, off-market listings, closings, which is important, showings. Showings shows activity. So we're going to discuss the statistics on that. Listing views. We're also going to talk about finally open houses. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. And this is a weekly activity snapshot. Now, what this snapshot does is it compares the housing market to last year, the exact same time. So every week we get these reports that basically says last year, the week of December 10 through 16, how does the market compare? And so the first category that I told you we'll talk about is new listings. But let me explain what the colors mean. When you see the blue color, blue indicates the current year. The yellow indicates the previous year. So current year, we're in 2024. Previous year, we were talking about 2023. So when we talk about new listings, they're basically saying that compared to last year, the same time, the market is actually up by 21.1%. It's higher by 21.1%. So it says that on our MLS, last year we only entered or listed 2,173 properties. But this year we've listed 2,632. So that's on the rise in terms of sellers looking to sell their house and new listings in the MLS. So let's move on to the next category. The next category is pending listings. What pending is once you get your home under contract and the buyer goes through inspections, we list it as pending. It's actually pending first with pending with the option attached, meaning during the option period, they're actually getting the home inspected, things of that nature. Once the inspection report comes back and both parties are happy and they agree to fix whatever needs to be fixed, then we're out of the option period pending, and it just gets pending listing. And once it's pending, that means now you're just waiting for the loan to be completed. Once the loan is completed and the underwriter gives the final seal of approval, then they issue a clear to close. And then now you can actually go to the title company and sign your documents and you close on your home. So let's go over what the pending listings are. So pending is actually up a little bit. It's up by 1.5% compared to the same time last year. So this year, pending listings was 1,647. But last year, it was only 1,623. Now, let me tell you why it's important about the pending listing. It's similar to what I was talking about earlier. When you're pending, that means you're about to close. So pending it's a good thing. So to have all of these listings pending, meaning they're going to be closing soon. So these properties are under contract. The status is pending because these listings are waiting to close. So let's go to category number 3. Category number 3 has to do with off-market listings. Now, off-market listings, it says that the sellers, they will continue to withdraw more listings from the MLS. Sometimes wholesalers, investors, they purchase off-market listings. And so it's okay for a seller to want to pull the home off the market and maybe sell it to an investor. Sometimes agents would target non-occupied homeowners to see if they want to actually sell their listing, sell their property and not actually list it. But you do have some sellers that feel that if they take it off the market, they can have more flexibility with how they sell their property, and they have the right to do that. So off-market listings this year, this time compared to last time, as you can see, we're up by 22.1%. So off-market listings this year, we have 1,603 in comparison to last year, where it was only 1,313. So again, it's up by 22%. So it says that with a total of 1,603 homes going from active listing to off-market listing. And that just basically means that they've asked the real estate agent to withdraw their property off the market or off the MLS, and then they want to sell it through non-traditional means. In other words, instead of listing on MLS for sale, they just want to sell it maybe to a wholesaler or an investor. Maybe they have in mind to purchase the property, which those transactions can go a lot faster. So let's go over to category number 4, which are the closings. This is awesome because remember, we want to go from pending to closing. So they're saying that closings is up by 5.8%. So last year, we only had this time last year. Remember, it's a snapshot. It's just a week at a time. We had 1,413 closings December last year between the period of 12/10 and 12/16. But this year, closings at the same time, we have 1,495. So it's increased. So far, everything is on the rise in a positive direction. So the next category is showings. Showings is a good category because when someone reaches out to talk to a real estate agent or to hire them, or maybe they just want to go tour some properties, you have to show them the house. So showings is up by 7.7%. Again, that's a positive direction. So it's basically saying last year, this time, we had 25,924 showings versus this year, same time, we have 27,909 showings. So again, that's on the positive side. So as you can see, it's kind of giving you a little bit of an idea of how the market is doing, right? So now let's talk about listing views and open houses. And you might be saying, well, what's a listing view? Listing views is when people are scrolling and they're looking at different listings because they're in the market to buy, right? So they're basically saying listing views have increased by 51.4%. 51.4%. So if someone is on the internet or they're online and they're scrolling and they're looking for homes to purchase, they're saying that last year this time, there was like 6,151,644 views last year in comparison to this year. This year, we had 9,310,961 views. That's amazing. So you want to say, how is the market doing? How's it going? Especially here in Texas? I say it's going pretty well right now. And then, of course, we have open houses. Open houses, we've had 6,888 open houses held. And so that's a pretty significant number as well. And again, just remember, this is just a snapshot view as to how the market is doing this week, same time last year versus this year. So hopefully that has helped you a little bit and you have an idea of what the market is doing. I'll be back the same time next week on a Monday to give you a weekly update so that you can now understand how the housing market is here in Texas. And hopefully it can help you to make a decision a lot faster as to whether or not you would like to purchase a home. So I say the market is pretty strong right now. It looks pretty good. So maybe it's time for you to consider buying. So until next time, I'll see you.